Hey, what's up, Faithbox? Great to be back with you guys today. It is August 8th, and I have a scripture from Micah chapter 6, verse 8. By the way, if you don't know who I am or I don't know who you are, my name is Ricky, and I am a pastor in New York City, pastor church called Meta Church. My wife and I pastor together, planted our church 6 years ago, and so been connected with Faithbox for several years, so it's great to be able to share the devotion today. And here's what the scripture says. This is Micah the prophet writing. He says, "He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? But to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God." Now, I love this because this month our theme, of course, is kindness. But I love that God speaks directly or specifically into that. And here's what the devotion says. "It feels like it's easier than ever to be kind in one moment and snappy in the next. All it takes is one person treating us poorly, cutting us off in traffic, or even posting something we disagree with on social media." Of course, that never happens, right? We agree with everything we see on social media. In an instant, any sort of kindness we had within us can evaporate. And this is why it's so important to redirect your thoughts back to what we know God asks of us. And there are three main things according to this verse: do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with Him. When kindness is deep within your heart, present in your actions, and ingrained in your mind, it becomes more difficult to lose it in those frustrating instances. However, these, quote, requirements are not meant to seem like impossible standards that we will never reach or maintain. Instead, remembering that God desires good for you and through you helps us refocus on His ultimate goodness. He desires good from us because He is good to us. Man, I love that closing line. He desires good from us because He is good to us. You know, this is such a practical and relevant devotional. I just had a conversation with my wife. We were, we live in New York City, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, New Yorkers are nice and things like that. But New Yorkers can be jaded and pretty harsh and quite rude unnecessarily. So, for example, recently we were scheduling an appointment for our daughter, a pediatrician appointment for our daughter, and my wife contacted the doctor's office to schedule this appointment. And the receptionist who answered the phone was just kind of straight within the first 30 seconds, quite rude and belligerent and even demeaning. And so my wife, Krista, was like, well, okay, I don't really get what's going on here. And she's trying to like sort through it. And just, as it escalated, as this lady continued to be quite snappy, the temptation is to be like, shoot back and offer some sort of response in return. And so my wife wisely just said, you know what? Is there anyone else I can speak to? Because this isn't really going well. So is there anyone else I can talk to? And the lady's like, nope, all you got is me. And so she's like, okay, that's okay. Well, I'll just call back another time. And that was it. Just let it be there because listen, that was the kindest thing she could do in that moment. It'd be easy to lose kindness and to say, well, who are you talking to? I want to talk to a manager, and just escalate the matter. But yet, as a Christian, as a follower of Christ, we are called to love kindness. And sometimes our kindness has to supersede those moments of like personal vendetta. When someone posts something on social media, when someone says something off color, off base, and it's not easy, right? Like we know that it's not easy. As the devotion says, it's easier than ever to just snap. But if we can love kindness, if we can throw ourselves into that and refocus on who God is and see His goodness in us, then we can let His goodness flow through us. So I hope this encourages you guys today. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you tomorrow with day number 9 as we continue the kindness theme.